All right, folks, it's the top of the hour, and I have newly declassified documents on my desk here. In a plot twist that sounds like it's straight out of a fever dream, the CIA's infamous Project MKUltra took a detour from its usual shenanigans of drugging unsuspecting humans to something far fluffier. Otters. That's right, folks. In the midst of their mind control escapades, the spooks found the time to pen an ode to these semi-aquatic fur missiles, detailing everything from their adorable sleep habits, back-floating, arm-folding cuddle monsters that wouldn't mind a human pillow, to their Houdini-esque escape artistry, zippers, ladders, and zinc sheets. Beware. Titled A Dossier on Lutra, this document, unearthed by the Black Vault's John Greenewald via a FOIA request, reads more like a fan club newsletter than a sinister plot blueprint. It's packed with do's and don'ts that sound more like advice for a pet otter than a Cold War asset, including gems like never to zoofy an otter that's tasted sweet, sweet freedom. But don't let the otter adoration fool you. There's a method to the madness. Amidst the furry fandom, hints of darker intentions lurk, suggesting these critters were being considered for field deployment, equipped with skills to rival any spy gadget. Object throwing, slippery item handling, and even operating water taps. Transport issues and a special otter harness aside, the practicality of otter agents remains murky. This revelation sits alongside other animal experimentation tales, including brain-controlled dogs and other critters trained to carry explosives or spy gear, proving once again that when it comes to espionage, creativity knows no bounds. The Otter dossier, while an oddity, underscores the lengths to which intelligence agencies might go, all while offering a glimpse into a world where otter operatives could have been a thing. Imagine, if you will, an otter with a license to kill, or at the very least, to chew through enemy infrastructure. Welcome to the wild world of spycraft, where even otters get a starring role. All right, let's have a read. A dossier on Lutra the otter. Summary. Lutra the otter is a compact, powerful, intelligent animal capable of negotiating land, water, and obstacles with great facility. Lutra can survive in hostile environments such as under ice, in hot water, in raging seas, and even in urban environments. Capable of being easily trained and becomes devoted to humans, which sometimes leads to its destruction. It can find its own food if necessary and can make long journeys routinely. Basic cost of animal moderate $75 to $50, as is maintenance, has been used by man as a pet and in the Orient for fishing. What is an otter? An otter is Philu chordata, class, Mammalia, order, Carnivora, Panelli, Mustelidae, genus, Lutra, species, many species and subspecies. There are two animals commonly called the otter, specifically the sea otter, and Hydra lutris, and the land otter lutra. I did not know that. I had always assumed the only other otters were those slim, hairy, submissive gay men who are bottoms to bears. This is certainly turning into an educational show. The sea otter lives, mostly at sea or is nearly extinct, and differs considerably from the land otters. For this reason, our discussion will cover Lutra, the land otter. There are many species and subspecies of Lutra. Lutra lives all over the world in various forms. They may grow as large as small seals. In general, Lutra canadensis is representative of most otters in size, physiology, habits, etc. For this reason, the following dossier will but infrequently refer to species and subspecies of Lutra, the river otter. Some taxonomists consider the sea otter to be so different from the and/or river otter that it is considered to be a subfamily. Locomotion. Land can run rapidly on land. In the wild ranges, a territory over 50 miles will make night excursion of 15 miles. In one case was chased 28 miles by otter hounds. Can climb stairs, ladder, and other objects easily. Ability to slide down inclines with ease. Locomotion. Water. Must be taught to swim. Can swim 10 miles per hour or faster. Can catch most fish easily. Dives to 60 feet and can stay submerged 4 or 6 minutes. Enters and leaves boat easily. Can be trained to catch fish. Sleeps floating on back. Will carry large fish approximately 5 to 10 pounds through the water. Just reading those first pages, I'm already close to trading in my dog. That pampered bastard is so ungrateful. Not only is an otter cheaper than my dog, but I could send it out to fish for me. It'll practically pay for itself. I mean, if the document is true. And my sources say it is. I could not only have the Otter run covert missions for me, gathering documents from Fauci's garbage cans, but it could provide me fresh, unprocessed fish daily. They might make good day laborers too for this project I'm doing in my basement. Anyways, anatomy, physiology, length, 4 to 5 feet with 1 foot tail. Some varieties much longer. Weight, 25 pounds. Sea otter, 80 pounds. Some Central American varieties as large as small seals. Feet, webbed, 5 toes on each foot. Claws good for climbing, but not for holding. Pads on, toes, capable of holding slippery eel. Tracks, front feet, 2.5 by 3 to 5 inches. Hind feet, 3 by 3.5. Lutra canadensis, fur. Durability, 100% guard hairs with soft fur underneath. Outer hair holds water. Surface tension holds them together to provide packing of under fur to provide insulation. Some air held in fur. Dentition, 32 teeth. Canines, 1 top set, 1 bottom set. Premolars, 4 top sets, 3 bottom sets. Molars, 1 top set, 2 bottom sets. Body temperature, 38 to 39 Celsius. Is it just me, or do these 1960s CIA agents seem a little autistic? This is a lot of unnecessary detail for an aquatic squirrel army likely to go on suicide missions. Incidental but critical and useful information. 1 has excellent sense of direction, can find air holes under ice easily. 2, all otters are automatically housebroken. 3, otters have no natural fear of man when young. 4, has a tendency to ritualize behavior, as do many animals. For example, some will chew 5 crunches on the left side of the mouth, then 5 crunches on the right. On and on. Will roll ball up and down stomach exactly the same way over and over again. Will rap on door in repetitive pattern. Yup, these agents were either on the spectrum or high as a kite, writing all this stuff down. 5, can survive water hotter than human would care to bathe in. 6 is very ticklish around the ribs. Good way to distract stubborn otter. Your tax dollars at work, tickling otters. 7, has good time sense. Example, will wake up exactly at a certain time each morning. 8, excrement called spraint, has little or no odor. 9, harness desirable, 1 to keep in check in city, and 2 to identify animal to hunters as being tame in forest. Special harness required. There's a page describing it. I mean, just look at this thing. You would think the CIA would at least encourage their agents to take an art class. That otter looks like a rat. An otter harness. Every otter should have a harness so that it can be better handled in the urban environment and so that it can be identified as a pet in the country environment by hunters and others. The otter is lanky with a small head. For this reason, a special harness must be built. Because the animal slides a lot, a breastplate is necessary. The design below was worked out by Maxwell. In only 1 case did he ever suspect that his animal became hung up by his harness while roaming the countryside. Note that the straps are sufficiently tight, allow some of the guard hairs to pass over it, which reduces the chance of it being caught on objects. Nice job there, Maxwell. Miscellaneous do's and don'ts. 1, never take away food from otter, particularly that which he has just caught, or suffer severe mauling. 2, never, if possible, confine or leave in zoo or kennel an otter which has enjoyed any human companionship or freedom. 3, otters are very sensitive to some drugs which might be found in pesticides. 4, do not panic when an animal is in rough water, mountainous waves, or under ice. Ladies and gentlemen, this seems like an awful lot of work for simple espionage, so what's the takeaway? The CIA considered otters as potential covert operatives, capable of infiltrating places humans couldn't. This might sound bonkers, but it's a slice of the wild world of MK Ultra, where anything, even an otter, could be a tool for clandestine missions. Now, I know I just knocked your tinfoil hats off, folks. The revelation here is nothing short of the CIA's wackiest scheme yet. The shadowy overlords at the CIA allegedly had a master plan to train otters, yes, those adorable, slippery critters, to be elite covert operatives. This isn't just about animal training, it's about creating a furry army of aquatic ninjas. These otters could have been the CIA's ultimate weapon, slipping undetected through waterways and sewers to deliver crucial intel, or even, as some sources whisper, miniaturized explosive devices. And of course, this is all in guise of using on foreign enemies. However, we all know it's only a matter of time before these small mammals are used on domestic soil. Picture this: otters infiltrating your home, opening zippers, planting guns, trans pornographies, and all kinds of devious alleged evidence to discredit or blackmail you. Worse yet, they could be planning another controlled demolition like I theorized they did on 9/11. Imagine if Israel had these furry bastards during the attack on the USS Liberty back in 1967 during the Six-Day War. It would certainly be harder to prove. The official story is they echo, accidentally fired torpedoes at the ship, then at the lifeboats, which I may add is a war crime under international law. But of course, no harm, no foul, except for the 34 Americans who were killed and the 171 wounded during the 2-hour attack. Swept under the rug as an accident. But we know the truth behind the curtain. In efforts to provoke a false flag war. But imagine, though, surviving that and telling journalists back home, Otters planted explosives. We would have gone right into that war to hunt down Osama bin Otter. Wild stuff, man. Carrying out top secret missions with a level of stealth and cuteness never seen before. It's all a part of the globalists' grand scheme to turn the animal kingdom into their personal army. Allegedly, of course, and you didn't hear it from me. I'm already risking my life by spilling these otter-sized beans. But this is a good time to bring up one of our newest sponsors. Protect your family and property with the Belle Delphine Otter Sex Doll. That's right, Bella Delphine. That's how you say her name, right? She has not only produced a sex doll that most human incels will spend hours nutting into, but now she has made an otter doll. And no, it's not intended for human use, you sick furries out there. It's meant to trap otters' spies when they infiltrate your home. Let's say you're at the gun store, loading up on ammo for the eventual collapse of the US dollar. And an otter has infiltrated your home, assassinated the dog, the cat, and goldfish, hitman style. Nothing left to stop this little Agent 47 from planning a fabricated white supremacist manifesto or from taking pictures of the doomsday bunker you built below your basement without a city permit. The pheromones infused in the otter sex doll's anal cavity will lure this 1-foot intruder straight to it. Once the otter has inserted his genitals into the sex doll, it's completely trapped. Inside the vagina and anal cavity is heat-activated adhesive, completely painless and cruelty-free, I promise. I've tried it. The otter's tiny penis will be glued once it's getting balls deep in that hot tussy. Nature will run its course, giving you enough time to get home and interrogate this furry bastard. I wouldn't suggest waterboarding, but if you place a tracker inside its nose and let it go, you'll find the covert CIA van or boat in your neighborhood. I cannot emphasize enough how this product will protect your home. So visit belladelphinesexotter.com. And if you type in promo LUTRA, you get 10% off your next order. That's promo code LUTRA for 10% off. You can only find deals like this on the Water Filter Report. There's a war out there for your drinking water.
And cut. That's the end of transmission.
Her name is Bella Delphine, right? Why the hell is she making an otter sex doll? It seems much more tongue-in-cheek for her to make a dolphin, right? Delphine, dolphin, it's practically the same. Whatever, who understands Gen Z anyways.